What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to be trying to get the whole back end of the car complete. We have all of our parts ordered, so now all we have to do is assemble it together. So let's go take a look at it and see all what we need to do.
All right guys, we got a lot of work to do today. We're going to get all this cleaned up, put the new styrofoam back bumper on. Over here, I'm going to be working on this back suspension. This came in the other day, so we're going to get this installed. I went up to Dino's Salvage in Picayune, Mississippi, and I bought all this stuff, the back bumper and the rear quarter panel. So I'm gonna get that installed today. But before I do that, I have to fix this. This fiberglass is busted. I bought a little fiberglass kit. So we're gonna get that patched up. We're gonna have to let it cure, get hard before we put all the other stuff on. So let's get started.
Alright, we just got the styrofoam bumper on.
I'm still working on the suspension. I took this rod off and installed it this way. I think that'd be the easiest way. It gives me more room to get in and tighten it. So I'll be working on this for about an hour. Then we'll get this patched up. And then after that cures, I change this wheel liner, put the rear quarter panel on. Probably have to be either tonight or in the morning, because this may take a while. It's about 65 degrees today. So let's get back to it. All right, it's going together pretty good, not too bad. Had to use the jack to help lift it up. I still don't have the shaft in yet, the axle shaft. So I think I may bolt the shock on now. And then I'll try to put these in at the same time as I slide the shaft in. So let me try that. Okay, we ran into some trouble. I was trying to get this axle into the rear end and it wouldn't go. So I got to thinking maybe jammed up some stuff in it, and I found a bunch of the packing peanuts in there. And I can't get them out. I only have that much room. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the axle off, and then I'm gonna put the axle, clean it out, then I'm gonna put the axle in first. That's probably the best way. It's so hard to maneuver this way. So I'll put the axle in, then I'll bolt it back in. It takes a 33 millimeter. So I took the one off of here just to see how it works, and it comes out pretty easy. So I'm gonna try that. All right, we got the axle shaft off. You see down in the hole, full of that packing styrofoam. That's a dumb mistake on my part. I should have checked that. So we're gonna get that cleaned out. I'm gonna put this in first, and then I'll put this up to it. And I think that'll be the best way to go. All right, we finally finished the rear suspension. It wasn't that bad after we got all the styrofoam out of the axle shaft. I found all the torque specs on, I think it was My Corvette Life's YouTube page. He had it down in the links. So I just pulled it up on my phone, went through each one, got them all tightened down to the spec. So we're gonna get cleaned up, then we're gonna work on this, get this fixed, let that get hard. Then we'll probably tomorrow morning install the fenders and rear bumper.
All right, the suspension's done, the bumper's done. Now we're gonna be working on the fiberglass. We have all of our supplies from Home Depot and our N95 Max so we don't breathe the fibers. So first step, we're gonna be sanding it, and let's get started.
Turn your rag, do it like this. Here. And get it all the way to this edge. You're gonna bring it all the way back here, make it super strong. Alcohol, because if you use water, the water will soak up in all those fibers. Alcohol evaporates quick. That's why we use alcohol.
Think we need more?
That should be good. That'll be dry in a few seconds. By the time we get this cut and ready to go, it'll be good. All right, we're gonna mix up a small batch. It says 1 ounce and then 10 ounces of hardener. I'm gonna go ahead and just do 2 ounces. Give me a little bit more. I really don't know what I'm doing. A little more. All right, that's 2 ounces. Put this over here. Try to put 20 drops. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 19, 20. All right, now I have to mix it up. Dump it in here. I think we have about 15-minute working time, being that the temperature is below 75. Mix it up good. And I got a paintbrush that I'm gonna paint it on it, and I cut the bristles down on it. I'm gonna try to build this middle up first, and then I'm gonna wrap it around just to give it a little extra strength. Get a few more. You wanna get it soaked in real good. I'm gonna put 3 pieces right here in the center just to get that built back up. Probably have to put a little heat on out here tonight. All right, get the other piece. This one's a little bit bigger. This is not a how-to video on how to fiberglass. If anything, it's a how not to. Because I am not a pro at this. It's my first time. But I'm gonna make it strong, but it's gonna be ugly. All right, I think we got it. Put about 6 or 7 strips across it. Put one big one at the end. It's not pretty, but it's definitely gonna hold. It is strong. I think that's it. You definitely want to cut all your fiberglass first, because we got the scissors messed up now. And every time you go to cut more, it sticks everywhere. So cut all your fiberglass, have that ready. And that'll save you a big mess. So we're gonna give it a few hours, let it dry. And then we're gonna put our wheel well in and hang all our fenders and bumper.
All right, we just finished the fiberglass and we just put the wheel lining on, and we added a coat of paint just to make it blend in. And now we are going to put the bumper and fender on. We got the rear quarter panel all done. That took about 2 minutes. It was very easy. Now we're moving on to the back bumper. That one should take a little more time because we have the lights, license plate, and all that we have to add. So that should take about maybe 10 or 20 minutes, you think?
Yeah, probably.
So let's get that done, and then we'll be done with the whole back.
Okay, we're getting the back bumper ready. I noticed the edges that's going to be mating up to the quarter pounder panels are real dirty. So we're going to get these cleaned up and clean it up right here. So far everything's going together perfectly. Still gotta add our tail lights and other stuff. But that quarter panel matched up perfect. All right, let's let this soak for a little bit and clean it up. We finally finished. Been a long day. Probably put in 6 or 7 hours on the car today. We did the suspension. We got the styrofoam bumper on. We patched the what do you call it? Fiberglass. Patched that today. Painted it. We got the bumper on. Got the lights on. Got the rear quarter panel on, and it came out perfect. The lines lined up perfect. I mean, it's just flawless. I'm kind of proud of myself and Tyler. 2 amateurs and it came out this good. Now the front will be a different story. That's going to be a lot harder, but the back of the car is 99% complete. All I have to do is get another little wiring connector for this light, because when this busted off, it took the connector with it. So I'll pop this tail light out again, wire that up, and put it in. So not much left. Put a new wheel liner in. Suspension came out perfect. Everything, it was a good day. So that's a wrap for this video. And if you stayed with us this long, we really appreciate it. We appreciate all the good comments we're getting, and we will see you next time.